Welcome back, everyone. This is day 17 of van life in New Zealand. I woke up to get some really hard news. My mom gave me a ring and just told me that my grandpa's really not doing well and it's going to be probably a couple of days before he's gone. So I took some time to process that, booked my campsite for the night, and drove back up to the mount. I wore two pairs of glasses because I thought maybe it would cheer me up. It helped a little bit. Then I watched some stand up and I was like, okay, hopefully this helps. And then I decided to get dressed and I strolled into town. And it was just really hard. Grief hits at the weirdest moments, and it hit as I was eating lunch, and I was just sobbing in this restaurant, like genuinely sobbing. So eventually I made it back to my car, and I just lost it. I love my grandpa so much, and I wrote him a letter that I read to him to say goodbye, and it tore my heart apart. Like it's really hard. And grief and difficult times don't stop. When you're on the road, they continue. So yeah, it's just life. So I took some time to just process and sit with my emotions and let myself sob and cry, and it felt really, really good. And then I decided, once I was feeling a little bit more composed, that I would go for a stroll. So I did. So I went out for a beautiful stroll along the beach, and I stopped and got some gelato, thinking maybe it'll help. And it did. I think ice cream always helps in tough times. And then I looked at the UV index, which said it was a 4, and I said, no way. Felt like it was a 12. I watched these kids surf, which was really nice and just fun to see. And then I went to this little island that's right next to the mount. If you're in the mount, this is worth a visit. It's really cool. There's a lot of birds, obviously. There's bunnies as well. It's called Motoriki. I'd highly recommend going here, though. It is a really cool little place. Here's the history of it. It's really interesting. It used to be really, really developed. They had like a whole aqua world there. Pause this to read it if you're interested. It was really interesting. Then I went to the Mount Hot Pools. This is actually water from the ocean that they heat to different temperatures. So there's 5 different pools, some of them really hot like a hot tub, and some of them like this one here being the activity pool where you can swim. Then I went and I caught up with my friends and had some dinner, which was lovely. I saw this cat on my way out and I was like, oh, I needed this. Thank you so much for coming to me. Thank you for sending her to me, sweet universe. And then I made the drive down to Rotorua. It was about an hour, but it was already late. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to get there till 9 o'clock plus. That's fine. Also, here's where I am in New Zealand. I realized I haven't shown the map, so that's where I was. And then I made the drive all the way down to my campsite. I got there late. I made a lot of ruckus coming in, which I felt bad about, but I played chess against a robot and I went to bed. Good night.